So I'm home for a week and I just took out braids, and so I'm gonna be doing a crochet with the pre-used hair that I use because I only had the braids in for like 2 weeks and the hair actually isn't dirty and it has this really nice curl pattern, wave pattern. So I'm actually just gonna be crocheting it back into my hair, and I thought I'd record a video for you guys. This is the hair. See, it's kind of beachy wave, kind of curly. None of them are all like the same length. By the way, this is Expressions hair. I bought it on sale for 3 packs for $10. So this is actually 4 packs of hair. Just so I say that, guys. It started yesterday. I took out my hair and I washed it and I trimmed it. It looks a little crazy. It's still a little wet. I put a lot of product in it just because it's been feeling kind of dry. And so I'm just gonna take those out and then start my cornrows.
So now I'm gonna just start braiding. I don't really know how to explain cornrows, so if you need it, I will link in the description down below some cornrow videos teaching people how to cornrow, but I'll be right back.
So here I'm just taking the extra ends that I have and crossing them just because I want to have this hair available to me just in case I want to redo the front. But you're just going to cross them. I don't really do too much. I just tuck the ends away once enough of it is underneath the braid. And the back can just get tucked away too. I just bring it all to the middle and tuck it in just so that there's no ends out. And that's it. Okay, so I'm done with the braids. If you look, I never do my braids too tight and they're not really that neat. To me, it's really not that important. As long as my hair is moisturized, I moisturize my scalp too in between. As long as my hair is moisturized and I have these two available to me, because the reason why I left them out is because when it starts to get messy and old but everything else is okay, I can just take these out, rebraid them, and then recrochet just these two, and it's perfectly fine. Plus I'm gonna be showing you guys an invisible knot method that's super easy. I never understood the other ones. I always tried to do them, but then like the hair when you're brushing it or something would just fall out all of a sudden, and it was the most annoying thing ever. So now I found a method that is actually pretty perfect. So I'm gonna just start crocheting, and then I'm gonna skip to almost to the end when it's actually like important. Okay, so I finished this side of my head and I only have 2 braids left, as you can see. But this is the most important part. You see these 2 braids? So you come in, you see these 2 braids? You're only gonna crochet normally into this one. And once you're done with this, then my secret method, that's not so secret anymore, is gonna be showing. So I'm just gonna crochet normally. Crochet it tight because you're gonna need that hair later. So you don't wanna be stingy.
Just gonna keep going. Don't be stingy. Even if you feel like you don't have that much hair, trust me, it'll be enough. Just put pretty much everything you have left into just until this braid. Because the other braid is gonna thank you for it. See, something like this that starts to get tangled really quick. It's tangled and you have to pull apart. If it's too frizzy, don't put it. But this one is okay, and I kind of like the frizzy big hair look, so it's fine. So again, finger width apart. So there's only one more that's gonna fit in here. So pick your favorite piece, which is the one right here. See how pretty it is? Just gonna take this. See how pretty it is? It's gonna take this. All right, last one right here. And then crochet it.
Okay, so here it comes. This is what I do to do invisible knots the easiest way humanly possible. So all you do is after this whole row is done, you're just gonna take each one, see the first one, split it into two, and you're gonna take it, and I like to pick the first one, or even take this one and split it in half, and then you're gonna take it really close and you're gonna crochet it. Actually, you're gonna crochet in the same direction that the hair is going, so that then it flips over. You'll see what I mean in a second. So you crochet it into here, you pull it, and you want it to come over and down. So you see that? It doesn't show, and right here it's gonna look really natural. I know that's a little confusing right now, but let me just do another one for you. So the second strand, I split it into two again, and then in the same direction, crocheting it this way, and then across, over, and it loops. You see how it loops? That loop is the most important part. Because then once you're done, I'm gonna do it again. Inside, oh, sorry, wrong side. This way. Close over. Look like a monster right now, like the Grudge or something. Curly Afro Grudge. See it? And then, so this last one is huge. So I'm gonna take this and split it into half and use both strands. Crochet normally through. Oh, I did it the wrong way. I'm right-handed, so my hand naturally goes this way. So I have to constantly remind myself that I have to flip it to do it when it comes to this side. Look at this. There's no knots. There's no braid in sight. Only at this corner, and I always do this part last, just in case I need anything else to cover up. I always do that last. But this part, you can't actually see any of the braid. It's invisible. It lays flatter, and I promise it will not fall out when you're trying to brush it or pull it or anything. So let me just finish this last up, and I'll be right back to you guys. Okay, so I'm all done. All I have to do is trim it because right now it's a little crazy. So it comes down to my hips when I'm sitting down. I'm going to stand up for you guys to see. So it comes down to here. And the back is like this. And it's a little straggly. So I'm actually just going to trim it. It's summertime. It's hot. And I don't really carry hair that's this long. So just going to start chopping and see where I end up.
I don't know why, whenever I trim my hair, I always make faces like I'm cutting my actual hair and it's like hurting me. I'm always making faces. Can you stop making noise? I'm always making faces like as if like I'm really that hurt when nothing's happening to me at all. Maybe I just don't like the idea of hair being cut. Okay, starting to get somewhere. So if you notice, this is pretty much the same hair that I have in the intro box, but this is actually in the my intro, but this is actually a lot cheaper because that one I did with the crocheted like pre-curled hair that I unraveled, but this one is just rebraided hair. You know, those curl packs, the twists are $7.99, $8.99 a pack, and you have to buy like 4 or 5 of them for you to fill your head. Actually, matter of fact, it's like 7, which is really crazy. But this one, even though I bought it like on sale, if you buy it full price, Expressions is $4.99, so $5. Take $5, you braid your hair, then you reuse the hair, so you're saving money. I bought 4 packs, so if you buy them $5 each, that's $20. I'm a little dumb, so I don't know if that's right. But yeah, you reuse the hair, and I can rock this for another month. If I ever let it stay that long. Always changing my hair. It's a real big problem. Kind of like this length, but I need some waves.
Okay, this side I think is done. I always cut, actually guys, it's a lie. I'll wake up tomorrow and I'll cut it, and I'll wake up the next day and I'll cut it, next week I'll cut it. I act like the hair is growing back even though it's never actually gonna keep coming back, but for some reason every day, you know, it shifts a little bit and you just feel like, oh, there's no problem, it's not actually my hair, so why don't I just cut it any way I want? Because the worst thing's worse, if it looks terrible, you take it out and you just put a scarf on and keep it pushing, because who got time for that? Ooh. Can't forget the back. Always have somebody that you trust, like their opinion, to actually look at the back. So my brother's in the room, just so you know, and I do not trust him to look at the back, so I'm not gonna ask him. He's not a reliable source. He's 13 and he's a dork, so he can't actually tell me if my hair looks good from the back or not. So I'm gonna just wait till my sister get home. But I'm all done. And by the way, I still have all of this hair left. So this is at least like 1/4 of a pack. So if I wanted to keep going, if you feel like it's not full enough, or if you ever find spots that you didn't think was covered enough, definitely go back, put some more. I always save hair.